Hi, hope you're having a great day. You're watching JG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm going to be going over the first reactions or reviews for Sonic 2, which is right around the corner. It's super close to come out, so I'm going to be going over what critics have been saying about this movie. Is it good? Is it bad? What can you expect from it? Should you get hyped up? Should you not? So I'm going to be going over all that info that I'm sure you're going to enjoy from this video, especially if you're somebody like me that's really been looking forward to this movie. Then I definitely think you're going to enjoy this video a lot. So yeah, but just before I get started, just make sure you leave a like. It'll be very helpful. It really helps our video. So if you end up enjoying this video, then please leave a like. As well, subscribe for a lot of other content. I'm definitely going to cover Sonic 2 whenever it comes out, and a bunch of other stuff like Moon Knight and everything, so subscribe for all that content. And last time, make sure to comment down below, where's your hype level for this movie? I'm super curious. Are you super hyped up for this movie? Are you like cautiously hyped up? Or what are your expectations for this movie? I'm definitely very curious. Tell me that down in the comments. Okay, now let's get started. Alright, so the format for this video is that I usually move to the side, as you can see right here, and then I put the tweets right here with the first reactions and reviews of the critics, and I read them as you can read it yourself as well, because it's going to be right here, and then I'll break it down for you to tell you the key points of this first reaction review. And I'm going to give you a variety of them so you can really have a very nice idea of what to expect from this movie. So yeah, let's start with the first one, and the first one comes from Ben Schwartz, who says, I just saw the final cut of the Sonic 2 movie in a theater, and it was awesome. I'm so proud to be part of this franchise. Can't wait for you to see it. Ad Fauton filled this thing to the brim with comedy, heart, and so much action. Get ready. This is not a game, but it's based on one. So as you can see, it's a very first positive reaction review. First of all, they're really happy with how the movie turned out, which is really great. Like, yes, that's super good. Clearly, they said that it has so much action, which is super interesting. So clearly, this is going to be a big step up over the first movie, where the first movie barely had any action. This one seems like it's going to have a lot more action. So get hyped up for that. At least this one's going to have a lot more action. So yeah, as you can see, that was the very first positive reaction review. Now let's move on to the second one, and this one comes from Eric Davis, who says, good news, Sonic 2 is a lot of fun. A much bigger, more action-driven film than the first Sonic, with great jokes and plenty for longtime fans. Jim Carrey is next level maniacal as Robotnic, but for me, it's all Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. The trio delivers a ton of heart and humor. He also adds on and says, big Sonic fans will feast on all the little references and definitely stay for the credits. If the first Sonic is about discovering a new family, this one is about a power of friendship. The BFF relationship between Sonic and Tails is super cute and funny, and my favorite part of the film. So this is a very positive first review. Once again, it praises the comedy, which is super good. I mean, the comedy is definitely great. It also says that this movie is once again a lot more action driven. So if you want one of those people like myself that complain a little bit about the first movie missing some action, then you're definitely gonna get it in this movie, which gets me super hyped up. However, I was personally one of those people that was very worried that Tails was gonna get put in the sidelines, especially since the trailers really put Tails in the sidelines. However, this seems like it's not gonna be the case, because this review clearly says that was probably the favorite thing about the movie, the relationship between Sonic and Tails, the BFF relationship that they have, which is super good. I'm really happy to see that Tails is gonna get he's actually get the spot that he deserves. I always liked him, so I'm very hyped. They're gonna get a really nice friendship, which is super cool. So that's great. I'm super hyped up. So they're definitely gonna do Tails justice, which is awesome. Okay, moving on to the next reaction review. This one comes from Ash Crozan, who says, Sonic 2 is a worthy successor. The kids in my theater were howling. It has all the winks, nods, nostalgia, and laughs fans of the first movie could ever want, and feel more loyal to its game roots than ever. So as you can see, this one definitely feels like it's a lot more loyal to the game roots than the first movie, which is great. That was a big complaint with the first movie, that it wasn't as loyal to the game roots. It was kind of just based on them a little bit, but it was more like an inspiration than an actual adaptation of the game. So clearly this one seems to be a lot more of an adaptation, which gets me super happy. Once again, it really says that it has a lot of laughs, which means that the humor is amazing. It has a lot of nostalgia, which the other review also mentioned. Apparently it has a lot of winks and nods as well. So apparently it's gonna have everything that hardcore Sonic fans could really want, and they could really pick out as they're watching the movie. So that's really good. I'm really happy for them, because honestly I think that's what the fandom deserves. So that's really great. The next first review comes from Nikki Novak, who says, just saw Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and it's a love letter to video game lovers. Had a ton of fun with it. Unlike a lot of the blockbusters, the third act is bananas and the strongest of the film. Jim Carrey reigns supreme. So it's another very positive first review. As you can see, it really is a love letter to these fans of the movie, of the games, which is really great. So I'm really happy that the fans of the games are really starting to get this really nice recognition, because most of the movies usually kind of throw them under the bus, including the first Sonic movie kind of threw the fans a little bit under the bus. I did fix the model for Sonic, so at least that was good, but it did kind of throw them a little bit under the bus. This seems no, it's going to reward the fans amazingly, which is super good. I'm super happy about that. And also, one thing that gets me super hyped up, that I'm super happy about, and that is that they said that unlike most blockbusters now in these days, the third act is by far the best, and it's bananas. So I'm really, really happy. I'm super, super happy because the third act really can be the most messiest part for a movie, and usually whenever the movie declines. So the fact that this movie is able to deliver in an amazing third act, that makes me super, super happy. And they also praised Jim Carrey's performance as Robotnic, so that's great. That's really, really good. So overall, it's a very positive first review, and I can't wait to see the third act because it already sounds awesome. Like, let me see that final fight. I'm super curious to see what it has. Okay, moving on to the next review or reaction, and this one comes from Mike Reyes, who says, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a sonic blast of nostalgic fan. Quite a bit more lore and extension of Sonic 1's story than I expected, which is fantastic. Knuckles and Tails make for beautiful additions to the cast, and the surprises this movie had ready to go blew me away. So that's really, 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 really good. But Mike Reyes doesn't stop there. He also goes on to say, I won't go too deep just yet, but the themes of heroism, friendship, and even honor made this such fun to watch unfold. The Sonic universe is forming now, and as someone who jumped on with Sonic 2 in the Genesis days, seeing well-done Sonic movies makes me smile. So as you can see, seems to be like more of a hardcore fan, and he's very happy with how the movie turned out. However, he still wasn't done, and he still had one last thing to say, and he said, one last note, the cast couldn't be more pitch perfect. However, I need to give a special mention to Natasha Orwell, who gets more time to shine as Rachel in Sonic 2. Please let her run off with Knuckles and have adventures in the spin-off series, which was already announced. There's going to be a Knuckles spin-off series. In case you want more information on that, just check out this video right here where you can get more information on the Knuckles spin-off series, just in case you want it. However, going back to this version review, as you can see, he's very, very happy with how the movie turned out. As a hardcore fan himself, he's very happy with how this movie turned out, so that's a good sign. It also says it has a lot more expansion to the lore than the first Sonic movie has, which there seems to be a common theme between all these reviews, which for me sounds like a plus, and I think for most people, and especially fans, it's going to sound like a big, big plus. Knuckles and Tails seem to be really, really good in this movie. They keep praising them, which once again makes me super, super happy. And like I said, especially for me, who was very worried that Tails was going to get put in the sidelines. Nope, that's not the case, because he's definitely going out there, and everybody seems to be loving him. So I'm really, really happy about that. Also, apparently this movie has a lot of surprises, so I'm very curious to see what the surprises are. I'm very, very curious. I can't wait to see them. It seems like this movie definitely has spoilers, so stay free out of spoilers. They even released a whole ad to not spoil the movie. So let me say this movie definitely has spoilers, so be careful on the internet and don't get anything spoiled. And he also says that this movie really does kind of touch on actual themes like heroism, friendship, and honor, which is super, super interesting, and I'm really happy that this movie decides to take a more serious approach and actually take some very, very nice themes into hand, which I think is really, really incredible. And once again, he praised this cast, and especially the actor Rachel, so that's great. It seems like the human characters are not going to drag down the movie, but in fact they're going to enhance it, which is really, really good. Alright, moving on to Dana Akaromi, who says, Sonic 2 is everything I wanted, filled with moments I didn't know I was allowed to ask for. It makes the first Sonic look like a child's play. I witnessed children and adults collectively losing their minds. Overall, it made my heart smile, and I can't wait for the sequel. So another very first person reaction review. As you can see, it says that this one's a lot better than the first Sonic movie, which is really, really good. So as you can see, if you weren't a huge fan of Sonic movie, or if you thought it was just fun, but you didn't think anything special about it, don't think this movie is going to be the same, because this one seems to be a huge upgrade already, so just watch over that. Apparently it's going to be a great movie for children, but also for adults, so that's really good. I'm really happy about that, and it's just a movie that makes you feel good inside, as this person said, and they really can't wait for a sequel. So I'm just going to say, it sounds like a really fun time. If you just want to have a fun time in the movies, definitely go watch this movie. I think this is going to be a really fun time at the movies. Alright, moving on to the next first review, and this one comes from Erizo, who says, Sonic 2 was fantastic. All hardcore Sonic fans will have an amazing time with this film. The comedy is top notch, there's interesting lore and amazing action. I shudder at the post-credit scene. The third installment will be next level. So first of all, they say this movie is fantastic, so as you can see, it's another really great movie, another really great review, and as you can see, they once again say that all hardcore Sonic fans are going to love this movie. So if you're a hardcore Sonic fan, give this movie a chance. I think this movie might be made for you, because everybody keeps saying that, and I think you're going to love it, and you're going to enjoy it, so that's great. Comedy, once again, is praised as top notch, so I think this movie is going to be a really, really funny movie. Once again, they say that they explore the lore a lot more, and they mention that the action is amazing, which is really cool. I can't wait to see some speedster action. The first one really liked kind of that action, like I said myself, that was one of my biggest complaints, so this one definitely seems like it's going to change that. And there is a post-credit scene, so stay for the post-credit scene, and it seems like it's going to be next level awesome, because they're really, really, really hyped up for the third movie, so in the third installment, and there might be two post-credit scenes actually, because there's coming to a spin-off show of Knuckles, like I said, so we'll see if there's two post-credit scenes, but just make sure to stay for the credits so you don't miss it, and get hyped up, because apparently it's awesome. Okay, moving on to the next reaction review, and this comes from Chris Killian, who says, Good news, Sonic 2 is every bit as fun as the first one, and the kids will love it. The addition of Tails and Knuckles makes it feel more like Sonic. Once again, Jim Carrey is awesome as Robotnic, but this round sum of characters gets some time to shine too. He also adds, no spoilers, but stay past the credits. Mind blown emoji. So as you can see, the credits, stay for them. It sounds like they're amazing. It sounds like they're awesome. So stay for the post credit scene. It sounds like it's going to be incredible. Okay, once again, he really has great things to say with the movie. He says it's really fun. So say, as I was saying, if you were looking for a fun movie, go watch this movie. It sounds awesome. Tails and Knuckles once again get praised, and it says it makes the movie feel more like a Sonic movie, which is really good. I think that's going to help the movie a lot. Whereas the other one seemed kind of like an adventure movie with Sonic, this one's going to seem more like Sonic's adventure movie, which I think is really good. If you think that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. Once again, they get praised Jim Carrey as Robotnic, so that's great. So if you're a big fan of Jim Carrey and you're one of those people that's really wanted to watch the movie because of Jim Carrey, then don't worry. It seems like you're gonna love his performance in this movie. And apparently, the other characters get a lot of love too in this movie, which is great. So as you can see, it's not just these main characters, but there's a lot more other characters that get a lot of love too. So that's really good. All right, moving on to the last first review that I'm gonna be going over from this video, and that is going to be from Dorian Parks, who says, Sonic 2 is a real love letter to the Blue Blur. It takes everything you liked about the first film and gives you so much more. Tails and Knuckles are fantastic additions, and Jim Carrey as Robotnic is even more unhinged. He also adds on and says, the cinematography for this film didn't have to go as hard as it did. I was so blown away by how everything looked. Peak cinema. As Robotnic would say, this is cinema. And then lastly he added, also gotta give some love to Sonic's family. Tika, James, Natasha, and Shamar elevate the story in some hilarious yet heartwarming ways. So as you can see, another very first special reaction review. I want to start with what he said at the end, and that is that these kind of human cast members do elevate the story a lot. It's not a point where like they're dragging the story. It's not like those monster-based movies where like humans really drag the story. That's not the case here. It seems like these humans are really going to enhance the story, and especially in the comedy aspect, but apparently also in the heart of the movie. Apparently it's very heartwarming as well. So that's really good. I'm really happy to hear that these characters don't drag the movie, but that they actually enhance the movie. That's how it should be done. So first of all, that's great. Second of all, they mentioned the cinematography. Personally, for me, cinematography matters a lot to the movie. It's huge for me. I usually just love seeing that amazing cinematography. So if you're one of those people like me that loves cinematography, you're gonna love this movie because apparently it has great cinematography, which you can kind of already tell from the trailer, because the trailer looks like it has amazing cinematography. A lot of the shots, they look beautiful, so that's really good. And lastly, once again, he praises the movie. He really says it's a love letter to this character, so hardcore fans once again are gonna love it. Tails and Knuckles are basically amazing, so just really excited to see the introduction on them. And Robotnic once again is even better than the first movie, as he is even more unhinged, because Jim Carrey is more unhinged as an actor in this movie, which is awesome. So yeah, these are the first reactions review for this movie. Hope you really enjoyed this video, and hope this gets you so much more hyped up for the movie, because it will definitely get me a lot more hyped up for the movie. So hope it got you more hyped up for the movie. And if it did, then just tell me down in the comments if it got you more hyped up for the movie, and tell me what you're looking forward to see the most in this movie. I'm definitely very curious. As well as tell me any post-credit scene guesses that you might have for this movie. I'm definitely very curious because it seems to be super big. So tell me any post-credit scene theories that you have for this movie. I'm definitely very curious. And leave a like if you end up enjoying this video. It really helps our videos. Like, it really does. So leave a like if you end up enjoying this video. And subscribe for a lot of Sonic content coming whenever this movie comes out. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of Sonic content. So subscribe for all that content. As well as Moon Knight is coming up. So I'm going to make a bunch of Moon Knight content and so much other stuff. So subscribe for all that. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is James Entertainment. Out.